Hi Neha, how are you?
Hello, Rahul. I'm fine, thank you. What about you?
I'm also good. And how was your day?
Yeah, my day was quite hectic today because I'm a homemaker and mother, so sometimes it is hectic day. And
Hmm.
now I'm free.
Okay, that's
Yes.
good. Okay. So what's your daily routine like? What you are doing throughout the day as a mother or as a housewife? Like there is a lot of lot of work to do.
Yeah, of course. Like my life goes around doing household chores, taking care of my daughter, and just it is my everyday routine. Wake up early in the morning, do some exercises, and then go into the kitchen, and just my whole day spend I spend whole day into the kitchen, sometimes making food and doing dishes. And then apart from that, I have to take care of my daughter. I have to feed her. So just my
Hmm.
day is as usual, nothing special. And after a long time, I'm having conversation today.
Okay, okay,
So
that's good.
yeah,
But everyone's life is special, like in terms of their own, perspective. Like yes, everybody is special.
yeah.
So yeah. So first, introduce yourself, like for viewers. What's your name? Where are you from? And everything.
So yeah. Okay. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. So as you know, my name is Neha, and originally I'm from Madhya Pradesh. Right now I'm connecting to you from Gujarat, Ahmedabad, where my husband is working. So I've been here since 2018. As I told you, I have one daughter, and I'm full-time homemaker. I have done my graduation, BTech, and earlier I was an assistant professor. And if I talk about my hobbies, so I love watching movies, cooking, sometimes reading, and nowadays I'm enjoying having conversation through audio and video call with different co-learners. Yeah, that's a little
Hmm.
bit about.
That's good. So you did BTech. Hmm? BTech. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. You did
Yeah,
BTech.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. That's
yeah.
good.
It's a bachelor of technology. Hmm.
Okay. Technology. Okay. Good. Good. So yeah. What about your daughter? The age of your daughter?
Yeah, she's only 2 years old now, and she's sleeping. That's why I managed to have conversation with you. Cause
Okay.
like whenever she's awake, so that time it is too difficult to have conversation with anyone.
Hmm. What about your medium when you were in your school days or college days? Are you from
Hmm.
Hindi medium or English medium?
I'm from Hindi medium, and to be honest, I was very weak in English, and it is my weakest subject ever. And sometimes I failed in English cause I'm from
Okay.
Hindi medium. I don't have any environment, and my grammar was also not good.
Hmm.
So, and it's been around 1 month when I started my journey. So I'm just working on every part of English, like grammar and speaking. So it's
Hmm.
a long journey, and I'm very new. So I just I'm learning from different people like you. So hopefully
Hmm.
I will be fluent
Ev-
after some
Everybody
time.
is learning, everybody in a process, but you are not looking like you just started or just 1 month. You know you are there, like you are talking in a good manner, like good, you are using good words or all these things. And like in my case, what, like if we are comfortable while having conversations with people, that it's okay, we don't need to use fancy words, we are not going to give any professional exams or you know everybody. And I
Yeah.
think that's what around 80 to 80% of people are learning English to having conversations and do something. So that's the thing. And if this is our motto, that just go for it in a flow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
even to be honest, like
I
I'm
have
not
watched
much.
your videos. I have
Yeah,
watched your videos. So would you mind just tell me a little bit about you, about yourself?
yeah, definitely. So if I tell you about me, so my name is Rahul Doon, and I'm living in Jaipur. I born and brought up here, and with my family, I'm living with my family. If I tell you about my studies, so I have completed my graduation this year in 2024. I did BSc, and apart from that, I also did several jobs. I can say like 3 or 4 jobs I did. Last year, I was a teacher when I was pursuing my college because that was a private school. So I was a teacher, and before that, I was an HR, and I did different. I did a lot of several jobs in different sectors. And apart from that, I'm also learning English or making content. Actually, last year I was also making, and I love to making content. When I was in my 11th standard, 2017, that time I started my first channel and I start uploading content, and that's why a lot of people are coming to me and they are saying that Rahul, you are so comfortable in front of camera. So it happened because of I did a lot of things with camera, and I love to talk in front of camera. That's why that is the thing. Comfortability, or comfortable, we become comfortable when we faced or we did practice or a lot of things. So this is from my side. If I tell you about my hobbies, so I love to make content, I love to talk people, and I love to read books. I've been reading so much books since 2021. That was my first year, like in that year I read my first ever book, and my first book was You Can Heal Your Life by Louis L Hay. And that book is about self love and how we can accept ourselves. So that was really great book, and it did a lot of good things in my life. When we accept ourselves, embrace our all mistakes, whatever we did that time, after that we would be more better or more strong person. So because after that, after reading that book, I started doing affirmations or talking in a positive manner to me, whatever I'm thinking about throughout the day. So I was thinking in positive, I am thinking in positive, I'm pushing myself. It's a hard thing, because sometimes we are stuck or boxed in a situation where everybody is having negative mindset or such a, because as like I'm living in village, and a lot of people are so conservative. They are having a wrong mindset, superstitions, and all these things. So we have to push our mind to think positive. That's from my side.
Wow, that's lovely to hear about you. In such young age, you have earned a lot. Means you are doing so much things simultaneously, like reading and making content. Now you are working on your English. As I can see that your English is already very good, and your education is in Hindi background
Mhm.
or
Yeah,
English?
yeah. I was in Hindi
Hindi.
medium. That's why, I
Okay.
was thinking about it, like one day I'll speak English. So that's it.
Oh, so that's great that you have achieved a lot in such a young age. Cause now I've started my journey, and sometimes
It's
I feel regret that I should have learned this language earlier. But then I think, okay, it's never too late. So let's
it's
give it
never
a
too
chance, and so I started
late.
my journey. But because earlier I was not aware the importance of this language. I was fascinated about this language since a long time, but I didn't have any environment. I didn't have any people with whom I can converse. So I never think about it. I was fascinated, so I just used to listen English contents, and then I started having conversation,
Mm-hmm.
so I will
That's
take long time. Yeah.
hmm. It's a long
Yeah,
process.
reading
It's
is
a
a good
lifelong
habit.
process.
So, so could you please tell me that reading, how reading is helpful to improve English communication?
English communication, yeah, it's all about, yeah, like putting content in your mind related to English as much as you can. Like when we are learning, I mean, when we are reading a book, that time we are also immersed in that environment. We are making the ambient, so it would be better read and not we shouldn't focus just to learn English by reading. We should focus on the learnings or good knowledge that we are through books or video. So always doing this thing, but like I just started reading English books this year or last year, I think. Yeah, last year I started buying English books. Before that I used to read a lot of Hindi books. I was reading, so I loved reading.
Actually, I also try to read like I have one book, The Power of Subconscious Mind. So it is a best book. Sometimes whenever I read this book, so I feel very positive because I'm very pessimistic kind of person. So whenever I started reading that book, so I feel some positiveness in myself. But
Hmm.
sometimes it is of English author, so sometimes it happens that it seems me quite boring, sometimes boring,
Yeah,
because
yeah, you're right.
language is not comprehensive for me. So then I give up reading that book. And whenever I started reading Chetan Bhagat's book, like
Hmm.
One Indian Girl and
That,
Two States, so those books are interested for me. Means I never feel bored or I never feel sleepy whenever I read those books. So,
hmm. Yeah, it
yeah, but
depends.
that time I didn't read that book to learn. So I reread those books so that I can learn some
Mhm.
vocabularies. But it happens with me that time. I understand vocabularies, but I don't use those vocabularies in my conversation.
Hmm. But it's
So this
good,
is the
like,
problem.
mhm. It's everybody's problem. But you know what? If you know a lot of vocabularies, that time it would be better, because if there's somebody talking and using those old vocabularies, that time you can easily understand. Oh, that was the word.
Yeah.
I also
Mm,
understand. Also know having knowledge about
mm.
this. So it would be better
But
having conversations.
mm.
Yeah, it's a process.
But
Like,
if we don't use those vocabulary, so after sometimes I forget what is the meaning of that vocabulary. I get to know about it, but I don't use it regularly. So after sometimes I forget.
yeah, that's why same thing happening with me. And I'm doing like I'm recalling all the vocabularies day by day, like 10 vocabularies
Hmm.
that I already learned it and already put it on my Excel sheet. Like this is the vocabulary, so I'm
Hmm.
recalling all those vocabularies and making sentence with those words. So it would be better. And yeah, it's a process. Again,
So do you upload English contents on your channel? Because I've just seen your one video, like you are teaching something about channel, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
So
okay, okay. Yeah, used to like I love to make content about self improvement or English related, but I'm not a kind of teacher. Like I can't teach in a good manner because I'm not having good amount of grammatical things knowledge. So I'm very comfortable having conversations, but I'm using my words here and there. Like sometimes I can easily make sentences. That's it. Like I'm enjoying it. So definitely I'm thinking about it to make grammatical things on
mm,
YouTube channel. So it would be
uh,
better for me future. But it's also
right, right.
depend on dreams or the goals, like where I want to go. So yeah, that's the thing. What about you? Like you tell me, like what you will do with your English. You are learning this language.
Yes, actually, nowadays, to be honest, I can't get that much time that I want to indulge myself into this. I want to do many things like reading, writing, listening, but barely I get time. So whenever I get time, whenever I cook food, so I try to listen more and more because that time I cannot talk or read. So I try to listen English content.
Hmm.
And whenever I get time, so I try read some books And before sleeping, I every day watch short English movie.
Oh,
So,
that's
cause
good.
I'm interested. It's my hobby there to watch
Mm,
English movies.
I'm also like
Yeah,
I'm also
so
watching so many YouTube on
mm,
YouTube. I think a lot of movies are there.
on YouTube, short
Mm,
movies, 30 minutes movies.
short
So,
movies, 13 minute, 20
yeah,
minutes.
yes.
It's good. So, what about your dreams or goals? Like, what do you want to do with your English? The reason, like,
Yes,
sometimes.
as I told you, it is my passion. So I just want to see myself speaking fluently in front of many
Mm,
people, like a public speaker. So yes, I just want to see myself a confident and fluent speaker. So,
mm,
but I am not giving that much time to this language. So, because of this reason, maybe it take time, but I'm passionate about it. So, let's
that's
see.
good. And yeah, definitely, you are learning English. It would be better for your daughter also because you will teach,
Right, right.
and
Yeah.
definitely,
This is one of the reasons that I'm learning
uh,
this language.
you can.
After being mother, I realized that those what
Mm,
problems I faced, I never want my daughter face
mm, mm.
those same problems. So,
Right, right. And definitely future. Think about future.
mm, yes, yeah. And what
Yeah.
is your goal? Why are you learning this language?
I want to do some.
Actually, you are already good in this language, and why
Yeah,
do
but
you
no,
want to
like, I
polish
mean,
up your language?
yeah, my motive is just to make content in English. Like I want to be more good with my YouTube, a good content creator, and I want to visit different countries. So that's why my motto. And I
Okay.
also want to do business in English, with
Mm.
foreign people. And I'm also doing freelancing, like graphic designing, video editing. So it would be more better for talking with foreign clients.
Mhm. You have done job or like HR. You used to be
Yeah, I
in
did.
HR
Yeah,
earlier.
my last to
So,
last job was as a HR. That time, I can say like HR intern. Like I'm not that much, but my work was just to taking interviews from candidates or
mhm.
talent acquisition, I can say. So I was filtering candidates. So there are, 2, 3 rounds, HR rounds. So that was the work that I was doing. Yeah, I did a lot of things before that. It was my second job. Before that, I was a tele sales. Yeah, like I'm in sales. So I used to talk to people, customers, and convince them to buy the product. So this kind of thing, and that was my first job. And after that, HR, and after that, teacher. But teaching was very hectic, to be honest. Like I don't want to
Very,
be a teacher
yeah.
in future. And even in private school, like I was teaching ninth and 10th standard students, and
Mhm.
they were from CBSE. Right? That's why I think that I should learn this language. So
Mhm.
actually, last year I started learning this language, but that time I was not practicing because I was doing job and it was, very time consuming. So, but
Yeah.
this year I quit my old jobs and I'm fully focused on this because when we are doing things simultaneously, we can't put proper energy through it.
Yeah.
And when I started in
Okay,
June,
Rahul,
that
sorry
time,
for interruption. Actually, my daughter is
okay,
awake. So, can
okay,
we
okay, okay.
talk later?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. It was a great session, and you are such a
Okay.
good person.
Yeah.
Bye.
Likewise. Okay, Rahul. Bye.